There's something special about somebody who's willing to go all the way, even down to period correct valve stems. This 69 Z28, it wasn't just restored, it was finished for a friend who never got to see it. That's Ronni Perryman.
My name's Ronni Perryman. I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, but I grew up in Smyrna. It's a 1969 sports coupe Z28 X77.
There's something special about this car, right?
Yes. A friend of mine passed away, and he had quite a few cars. And I talked with his wife about buying this one car because it was pretty bad shape. And so what I did, she said, let me get back with you. So she called me back up and said, well, I've talked it over with the kids and they want you to have that car.
So it's a special car.
Yeah, and it was so special that he was putting it back all original. So I went in there and bought all the parts that he had and paid her what they cost, plus what he paid shipping because he was a fanatic. He had all the records. We worked at the airport as mechanics, and one afternoon we drove over and picked it up, and I think the price on it was $600 back then.
600? Okay, so what year was that?
That was probably about 1979.
So what kind of shape was it in?
It didn't have any front clip. It didn't have a quarter on this side over here. And it had, I had to put full quarters on it. But I put just a partial floor pan in it because they were in pretty good shape. But I had to put a full trunk pan in it.
Okay. Yeah. And now you did all this yourself?
Yes.
So you're kind of a car guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to jump ahead because somebody told me that you were quite the drag racer, or still are quite the drag racer.
Well, I'm a car owner right now,
okay. And
I've got a friend of mine that drives it, but I'm going to get a little seat time on it because I can still get in it and get out of it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people at 77 can't do that. I got an 86 IROC Camaro. It's a tube chassis car with glass doors, glass front end, but it's got steel quarters and steel roof on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Big block. It runs super gas. Yeah. I wasn't a real big fan of small blocks, and I said, you know, I've owned 6 Z28s. So, in fact, I've owned over 100 cars. So I've had just about everything out there.
Were they all Chevys?
Yes. Yes.
How many of them were big blocks?
Yeah.
But were most of them big blocks?
I took the Z28 and put a big block in it. Yeah. So when I got this car, I was going to put a big block in it, the L88 427. But thinking of what he wanted to do with the car, I said, in his memory, I'm putting it back like the way he would have done it. and I don't regret it one bit. I'm gonna point out a few items on this car that set it aside from most builds that people do. I put it back all original, like if you walked in on the showroom floor, like your B and the P and the T, that's paint, body, and trim. That's inspector that checked it out on the shift, and the shift determines what color the letters are. They never built a car on one shift. It always at least took 2 shifts to build these cars. This car is original down to the smog pump on it, and it's functional. The majority were on the street back in the day. These were high winding, and back in the day, we had them geared low to where we didn't have no real top end, but it sure had some low end. And we shift these cars out at 7,000. What they did in Trans Am racing, you had to have something under 305 cubic inches. So Ford built a 302 Boss Mustangs, and Chevrolet built a 302 Z28. What they did, they took a 327 block and put a 283 crank in it to make it drop down to where it would fall in that category. It's a rare combination with it being red interior and red on the outside.
What's the percentage?
2%.
2% of Z28s with that combination?
No, just 2% of the Camaros ever built.
Wow.
Yeah. They were my favorite. I've had 68s and 67s, but a 69 sort of stands out a little bit better. The wheel well is a little bit bigger, and they could get a bigger tire under it back in the day. I try to put something out there that can show people what it actually looked like when it was built on the showroom floor. I don't put any wider wheels. Even the spark plugs are dated. The plug wires are dated on this car. This has even got the stock valve caps that was made in '69 on it.
Why Chevy?
Well, it's cheaper in the South to work on a Chevrolet it is anything, because you can always find the parts. Yeah.
Parts.
And plus, I like them anyway.
You know,
They hold more class records. Yeah, you go to the racetrack, and GM's going to be there, buddy, and they're going to wear them out. Yeah.
what was it like? I'm curious how it was drag racing back in the, I don't know when you do, 60s or 70s. What was it like?
We used to run out of Harding Mall Shoney's. We had a quarter mile marked off at Haywood Lane there on 24. We had a fellow police officer that helped us out a little bit.
Wasn't there like the 63 vet or something?
That's the one I raced in Supergas.
Okay.
That's the one that went to Sweden. That was a fast car. It run the 8th mile 5:45 at 127.
As far as the Z28, you haven't changed anything. This would be from the factory if you were to buy it new.
Yeah, the only thing I've changed on the car is I put power steering on it. This car you couldn't buy with air conditioning. You couldn't get it with an automatic, but you could get it with power steering. And it comes standard with power brakes. Now the rarest of the rare from the factory is a Z28 cross ram with disc brakes. They make 206 of them. And a rear end for a Z28 with disc brakes is worth about $28,000 right now. To where a regular rear end like under my car is about $2,800. Yeah.
How does driving this car make you
It takes me back to my youth. It's a feeling that you can just recap how it used to be. And the thing you like the best about them is looking over the hood as you're driving down the road.
feel?
Yeah. It just brings back so many memories.
I get it. And do you have future plans with it, or is it just done?
You know, I really don't know. I'd really like to donate the car when I pass, because I'd like for it to be preserved for the people to look at it. And I don't know where I can do it, but I'm planning that. If I ever had to sell it, I'd let my church sell it and let them have the money. Well, best memory I have with this car is I put a set of traction bars on it, and because I knew I'd get a little wheel hop out of it, so I put some traction bars on it and put some pretty good tires on the back. And I dropped the hammer and shifted it out about $7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you've already answered it, but the last question I ask everybody is, would you sell it?
No,
No.
no. I'd rather give it away than sell it.
You'd rather give it away than sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, they know in the neighborhood I'm the car guy.
Yeah. Something's wrong, they come to you.
They do. You wouldn't believe how many phone calls I get.